Hey, welcome. Amy Barney here. I just have had my heart so full recently, and I've been thinking about what I want to share and just meaning to go live. I've been so busy this week. So busy. But I needed to pop on. Have you ever felt like you've been forever stuck? Whether it's, and I have notes here because there's a lot of things I've been thinking about, and I just wanted to share some life lessons that I've learned from this experience I'm going to share with you where I have felt like I have been stuck forever, and the journey and, you know, kind of some of the things that I've picked up. Hey, Diane. Hey, Jessica. And welcome. And so, you know, what is it that defines your success? So I wrote some things down. Is, you know, what is it, that thing that you're trying to get in your life? A certain job, achieving a certain pay level, getting a, you know, a great marriage, having children, looking a certain way, having a healthy body. What is it that you think, when I have that, hey, I will have arrived? We all have something like that, right? Hey, Marcella. Hey, Janine. Hey, Rose. We all have something like that. And you know, what I'm going to share, it's not something new. It's not something I haven't experienced before in my life. But for some reason, I needed to learn it on a deeper level when it comes to this thing that I have wanted for so long, you guys, and that has been out of my reach for so long. I have gone through so much anguish, tears, frustration. I still don't have it. I still haven't reached it. It's been over 5 years. But things have changed. Hey, Irene. And so I wanted to share something with you because I want to share a little bit about my journey. And, you know, when we fixate on that thing that's so important, that you just want so bad in your life. And you know what? Okay, so I'm just going to, you know, give you a little backstory on that. So I joined my network marketing business. It's been probably 5.5 years. And I did rank advance pretty quickly, but I've been wanting to hit this certain rank for like 5 years. And I used to get so frustrated. I remember, some blind just fell out. I remember so many months when I would get maybe a couple new clients and where I would try so hard and I just felt like I wasn't going anywhere. I remember going to events, and because I've always been really oriented towards, well, not always, but in the more recent years, I've been going to events where a lot of top leaders are. I really love going to them. I always feel amazing. I learn a lot. But I would go and I would feel shame. I would be embarrassed because of where I was in my business. I felt that having, this is a really emotional thing for me. This is something I have carried, this not enoughness. I felt that I was unworthy to be there because I had not achieved another level. I felt like, what is wrong with me that I have been working this as long as I have and I haven't been able to get past this rank that I'm at, the status. Hey, Tina. And I carried that with me for so long. And I have to admit, there's a little piece of me that is still there, but things have changed. I no longer look at that. I no longer feel unworthy. And I have been doing counseling, and part of it is to deal with this whole big unworthiness, not enoughness that has like crippled my, it's painted around my whole life. And so when you look at something that you want so bad, and you start to attach shame to it, you start to attach feelings of not enoughness, you start to attach all of those feelings of judgment, it colors everything in your life. And I had such frustration about this and pain that I went through for so long. So for the last year, I had a lot of growth. I've been doing a lot of work with a lot of coaches. I'm not going to go into a lot of details of that. Anybody who does want details on that, just shoot me a message. I can share. There are some amazing programs and people that I've worked with that have helped to change this and that have helped to transform my business. And so if you are in the network marketing space and you do want those details, just shoot me a message. I can send you the names of the coaches I'm working with. Some are super affordable, you guys, and completely transformed everything about the way I do my business. And part of the reason behind me earning the Bahamas trip last year and the Mexico trip this year. So if you want that, just shoot me a message, but I'm not going to go into that. What I'm talking about today is the feelings, finding joy in your life no matter where you're at. And I have been feeling utter bliss and joy this week, and just so humbled and amazed at the blessings that are just flooding, knocking me over, flooding into my life this week. I know I shared a journal entry on my page. It was that first week in school about how I was feeling paralyzed and panicky about school starting. But I worked through it and I let it go. And I almost feel like me being open and letting that go and just accepting the way things are. And in spite of us doing work at school, doing school while I'm at work, this week has been the most booming week of my business. When I started writing these thoughts to share with you, this was like about the end of August. And at the end of August, I had a personal record for new clients. And it was an amazing month. Amazing. I hit it out of the park. This week, I have had that many new clients in just this week alone, okay? And I brought in new partners into my business, a lot. And it's like I've had a month's worth of results in 5 days. And I feel such gratitude. And I'm so grateful. Now, this wouldn't happen if I was still stuck in shame and fixating on the fact that I am not at that status. I have learned some very important lessons that we have these things that we want. It's okay to want them. Hey, Patricia. And you guys, these are happy tears. I know I get emotional and this is who I am. I don't like to show it very often, but I do feel like these lessons I've been learning, I feel like I should share them and maybe they'll help someone. I feel like we get stuck on this thing and sometimes it colors our lives so that we can't find that joy. There's always that discontent. And it's okay to always want more. And I'm talking to a therapist and she's like, you're always a little bit discontented, aren't you? And I'm like, I don't feel unhappy in my life, but there's always something that I'm not doing enough of and that I want more of and that I'm not perfect at yet. And that's just who I am. And that's okay. And so I still haven't rank advanced, you guys. I'm still at the same place. But what I have learned to do is to track other successes in my life. And what I have learned from my coaches is to celebrate all the little wins. And this is why this Celebration Friday, you guys, every Friday, I do a little dance. I sing a song. I pat myself on the back. I review all the things in my week that were, wins. And I have been doing that every week for a while. And every time I get a little win, I say, thank you. I am so worthy. And I embrace it instead of judging myself for not getting to that place that I want to be yet. And so I celebrate the wins. I track all those little successes. And you know what? I don't feel shame anymore that I'm still that status because I can still have amazing success. And I've been making bonuses this will be the 5th month in a row that I'm earning the car bonus. And I'm bringing in stuff. I'm helping people. I'm growing my team. I'm helping people have amazing lashes. And yeah, I still haven't hit that rank that I want, but that's okay because I'll get there and I no longer feel shame. I no longer let it color how I look at my life. I no longer let it define me, which is what I had done. And I know this may be about other things in your life. It might be about your health. It may be about a position. It may be about a job. It might be about a relationship. It may be about something that you thought you would have at this time in your life and you don't. And it holds this dark cloud over your head. And by fixating on it, it ruins everything. And so my intention is, let's see, sorry, I got a little off track here. So here's a little thought that I wrote down. For you to look at those benchmarks that you have holding them up as a prize, maybe let it go. What are the other signs of success in your life, places you can find joy, that you can experience while you are working and growing towards that benchmark? Don't let getting that benchmark take you away from finding joy in who you are becoming while reaching for that. Now, I think that's one of the things, I've done a lot of things to, get me to where I am now, but one of the biggest things has been finding joy in those little things. And to realize I am becoming that person. I am doing those things that top leaders in my company do. I am showing up just like they do. I am having success in my business. I may not be where I want to be, but I am becoming that person. And that is such a beautiful thing if you focus on who you are becoming while you're going through these struggles in your life. And another thing my counselor said, and I was like, duh, that's so obvious. But I think, again, we get this tunnel vision. We want something. We don't have it. We get upset. And she says, because I'm a spiritual person, she's like, who are you to say that what you're going through isn't what you need right now? And maybe the reason you don't have the things that you want, and maybe the reason you have to struggle for it, is because you need to go through that so that you become the person that you need to be so that you can have that. So for a long time, I was blind to other growth indicators. I only looked at that one thing. I didn't have that. I don't have that. I've been trying so hard. What's wrong with me? I must not be good enough. I must be a failure. I am ashamed of who I am. And I was embarrassed. But when I started to look at the other things in my life, to find that joy, and then when things aligned, like they have this last 5 months in my business, they have aligned in such a magical way where I am just I'm just flooded with joy and gratitude that I stuck it out, that I didn't give up, that I'm still here, that I'm still showing up for you, because I am seeing so many beautiful things happening around me and so many blessings pouring into my life. And I want that for you too. Whatever it is that you want, whatever you feel stuck in, don't give up. Have that grit, be persistent, but find the joy in your life while you are becoming that person that you need to be to get where you need to be so that you can have that thing that you want. So my business is still a lot of work, but there's no longer that resistance anymore. When I was fixating on not having that status and feeling unworthy and feeling that I'm not enough, and I'm not going to say that that's completely gone. That's been here my whole life, and there are things I'm going to have to battle for a while. But now that I no longer fixate on that, and I say over and over every day, I am worthy, I am grateful, I deserve this, everything in my business, it flows with ease. I still put in work, but the results are flowing and things are coming to me easier. Whereas before, I felt like I was working and kicking against the bricks, And so I'm, while I'm not at that benchmark that I want, I am not stuck. And because I'm looking at other areas in my life, I see how much I have grown. And we get that tunnel vision and we focus on that one benchmark and we forget to look at all the things around you and all the ways you're growing. And so my whole point that I'm sharing this is that when you can let go of things I'm sorry, I got a little note here, is when you can let go of that thing that you hold over you that you feel like it's keeping you stuck, and instead look around at everything else and start to water those things and see the growth. It will allow you to find more joy in who you are becoming and grow you into the person you need to achieve that one thing. So I had to share. I'm feeling so grateful. I never thought I would have a week like this. I meant to go live this week, but I have been barely able to be standing up. I'm ending the day like this, but it's so good. I've been, I just, have order after order coming in and tons of people, and it's been absolutely incredible. And so I just wanted to thank you all, and you too will experience that in your life whatever that benchmark is, whatever it is that you need to do to become that. If you start looking for the joy in your life, there's going to come a moment, a week, a day, because you become more aware. When you start looking for those things, you notice it. And you will see those blessings coming in. And this week, it's like, I didn't even have to look. I mean, it was like a slap in the face, the blessings. I was like, wow, I'm busier than ever with my son, with me at work doing school, and I'm doing my job and my business. And yet I've had the best week ever. So stick with it, you guys. Hang in there. And just know that you are worthy. You are amazing. You are unstoppable. Never give up on that which is important to you, but do not let it define who you are. Especially when you feel you are stuck, like I have been. I felt that way for years. But remember, that does not define you, okay? And I love you. Thank you to all of you for your support. Like I said, this last 5 months has been magical. And this last week just blew me out of the water. This last 5 days. And it's amazing. So hang in there. Just, never forget that you are worth it. Thank you. Just had to share this from my heart. I'm feeling so grateful. I hope you have a great Friday. Don't forget to celebrate your wins. Focus on those little things. The more you look for them, the more you're going to see them. And I promise you it's going to make your day better, especially with so much stuff that's going on right now. If you look for those wins, you will see them, and they will make you're going to feel happier. You're going to feel, and who doesn't want to feel that? And the more you look for it, the more you're going to get it in your life. The more you look for the good things and to celebrate the good things, the more they're going to come into your life. If you just focus on the things you don't have, that's all you're ever going to have. Okay. Anyways, enough preaching. I know I've gone on and on. Just my heart is overflowing, and I had to get on here. So I love you. Have a great Friday. Hey, Kelly. Hey, Jean. I'll talk to you guys later. Bye.